Hello, amazing people, and welcome back. Let's look at this wonderful question from the Cambridge University. It's very simple, okay? I assure you. And remember, you are going to learn a lot of skills, so ensure to stay through the end. Now, when you see this question, what does it remind you of? It reminds you of radical expression. Each time you see a mathematics that involves roots, we say such mathematics is a radical. So here is radical expression. So in this tutorial, you're going to learn how to answer this question and those that are of this type. So let's see what to do. The secret to answering this is because it's radical. That's the essence of radical, is to reduce unnecessary approximations you get when you use your calculator to get values like this. So what it means here is that we're not going to do this with calculator. So what you are going to do is to learn how to be reducing it till we get to the final answer. Now let me show you how you do that reduction. So what you do here is we're going to begin with solution, okay? So we can now say, let this value we have in the bracket, let it be y. You can choose any letter of your choice. It mustn't be y, okay? Now, with this, what do? Reduce it again. Remember, 39 can be splitted to give you square root of 3 times 13. When you multiply this, it gives you 39, okay? Plus square root of 3 all over 4. 12 has a perfect square, which is 4. And when you multiply 4 by 3, it gives you back 12. So what does it mean? This is going to give us, remember there is a rule in radicals. If you want to know more about radical, I'll drop a link in the description. So one of the rules says if you have root a times b, you can split it to be like this. Okay, so we can split this to give us root 3 times root 13. They are together, I hope you know, plus root 3 all over. Square root, this one will give us root 4 times root 3. So to now have, because you notice it's common, so you factor it out. So it's going to give us root 3, open a bracket. When it divides through here, you'll be left with root 13. And when it divides this, you'll be left with 1. Did you see it? And square root of 4 is 2, as you know. So we have this. So what do you do here? You see you can cancel this and this, okay? So we're going to have it that y is equal to square root of 13 plus 1 all over 2. Okay, so let's simplify again. Remember, this is over 1, so you can cross multiply. 2 multiplies this, you give us 2y. 1 multiplies this with root 13, and 1 will multiply 1 to give us 1. So what do you do again? We can collect these ones without the radicals. So we are having 2y. This is plus 1, so we can subtract from both sides to have 2y minus 1 is square root of 30. When you subtract 1 here, it goes off. So what do you do again? We are going to remove the radical sign. And you know, because it's square root, you are going to square. So you are squaring both sides. So at this point, to expand this, there are many ways you can do it, but let's use the binomial formula, okay, which says if I have a minus b raised to power 2, it is a will be raised to power 2. Then use 2 to multiply ab, and the negative sign, you have negative 2ab. Square your b, you have b squared. So here now our a is 2y. So it's going to be 2y squared minus, use 2 to multiply 2y, it will give you 4y. Multiply by 1, you have 4y. Then square your 1, you have 1. Okay? Is equal to this square, we cancel the square root, you'll be left with 13. So what do you do again? We simplify again. 2y raised to power 2 means 2y 2 times, and 2 times 2 is 4. Y times y is y squared. Did you see it? So we're going to have minus 4y plus 1, then is equal to 13. So this is going to give us 4y squared, okay? Then minus 4y plus 1. We have, this is positive, so we take it to the left, it will be negative 13. If you subtract negative 13 from this, it will give, if you subtract 13 from here, you also have 0. So we're going to have 4y squared minus 4y. Subtract this, you have negative 12 is 0. Did you see it? So you see that something is common in the 3 terms, and that is 4. So you can divide through by 4. Remember, our target is to reduce. So we reduce this, we have y squared reduce this, you have negative y, reduce this, you have negative 3, and this will give you 0. So we can simply say from here that y squared is equal to, take this to the right side, it will be positive y. Take this to the right side, it will be positive 3. So let's say that y squared is equal to y plus 3. But why? I'm going to show you, because this is going to help us a lot to answer this since we are not using calculator. So let's block it as this and let's use it as we go along. So what do you do? Now remember, the question we are given is this. And we said from the beginning that let y be what we have in this bracket. So what does it mean? It means that we can say also that if y is this, then the whole of this question has been reduced to y to the power of 7. I hope you can see that. So what it means, if you remember your indices, this can be simplified to be y to the power of 2 multiply y to the power of 2 multiply y to the power of 2 multiply by y. Remember your rule of indices, a to the power of m times a to the power of n is a to the power of m plus n. You add the power if the bases are the same. So you see 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus this one is going to give you 7. So we are still on track. So what does it mean? It means that to answer this question, we are going to have y squared. So this is giving us y squared is raised to the power of 2. For this, okay, is 2. So we can have it like this. Then let's keep this. We will still work with it. Let's reduce them bit by bit. So to do this, it means this question is simplified to be y squared. Remember, you said your y squared is this. So it's going to be y plus 3, then raise it to the power of 2. I hope you are following. Then multiply by y squared, multiply by this. If you multiply this using your formula, your binomial, you are going to have y squared, then use 2 to multiply these 2. We have 2 times 2, 3 will give us 6. Okay, so we are going to have 6y, then square your 3, it gives us 9. Okay, so we are going to have, this will be multiplied with y squared multiplied by y to the power of 1. So what does it mean again? You see, we have gotten y squared. And because you have gotten that y squared, remember, we don't need it. We need to keep reducing. So what do you do? To reduce this again, we are going to have, we said y squared is y plus 3. So let's plug it in here. So in that case, we are going to have, this is going to give us y plus 3, taking the value of y squared, plus 6y plus 9, then multiply by y squared, multiply by y to the power of 1. So let's add this. This plus this will give us 7y. This plus this will give us 12. Then multiply by y squared, multiply by this. So what do you do again? We are going to also simplify. So let's touch this now. We're going to have 7y plus 12. Then we are multiplying y squared is y plus 3. You see how we're reducing it? Then we return our y. So let's expand that. To expand it, you use this to multiply this, and this will multiply also. So this multiplies will give us 7y squared. If you multiply this, is 21y. Do the same here. You have 12y, and do same with this. It gives you 36, and it's also multiplied by y to the power of 1. So you see you have another y squared again. You are going to remove it to replace with y plus 3. So it's going to give us 7 into y plus 3 plus, let's add this, it's going to give us 33. This is giving us 33y plus this, okay? Then multiply by y to the power of 1. It's becoming interesting. So what do you do again? We simplify. This multiplies is 7y, and this multiplies this is 21. Then plus 33y plus 36. Everything is multiplied by y. So what do you do again? Now at this point, you will now see we are going to also add up. So let's take it to this part. So if we add up, we are going to now have, so this is going to give us 7y plus this is going to give us 40y. 21 plus this will give us 57. and is multiplied by this y. Okay, so it's going to give us, we are using this y to multiply this, and you also use it to multiply this. So y multiplies this is giving us 40y squared. Let's bring it down. So we have 40y squared. Multiply this, we have 57y. But remember, we don't need y squared. So we're going to remove it and replace with this. So it's going to give us 40 into y plus 3 plus 57y. So use 40 to expand. We have, this will give us 40y. Use it here. It gives us 120 plus 57y. So you add this together. The one with y, it will give you 97y plus 120. But remember, you are not working with y. Originally in the question, there is no y. So you have to remember there's a place you made that your value inside is taken to be what? To be y. So let's replace it. So to do that, we can take it to this part. We are concluding now, okay? So we're going to now have 97 into this value we have inside, which we have simplified. Remember, we simplified square root of 39 plus this all over this. We simplified it to give us square root of 13 plus 1 over 2. Okay, this was what we simplified to have. And this is what we said is our y. I hope this is clear. So let's put it here. So if you do this, we are going to now have, this is going to give us 97 into your y, which is square root of 13 plus 1 over 2, then plus 120. So if you simplify again, we are concluding now. It's going to give us, this is same as 97 root 13. Use it also here. We have 97 all over 2. Did you see? Use this here and use it here. The same denominator plus 120 over 1. So let's simplify as a fraction. So it's going to give us, LCM is 2. So we have this divides itself 1 and multiplies, we have 97 root 13 plus 97. And 1 divides 2 is 2. 2 times this will give us 240. So we are going to now have, add this. We can add this together because they are like terms. So we have, this is going to give us 337. Yes, you are correct. 337 all over 2. All over 2. So you see, for simplifying this question without calculator, this is what we have as an answer. And I hope this helps you a lot. Remember, you can ask questions in the comment section. Let's know how helpful this is to you. Subscribe for the more you will get from us. Share this with your friends and colleagues. And give this tutorial a thumbs up. It gladdens our hearts to do more. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.